We live fashion history every single day, but where do these trends start? Let me explain some of the top trends that you see on the runways and in the streets every single day. Before Marie Antoinette's brutal end at the guillotine, she used to notoriously buy 300 new dresses a year at the time when France was in financial turmoil. I would consider her a fashion icon by today's standards. We are living fashion every single day, and I want to tell you where these trends that you see on the runway and worn in the streets started. My name's Amanda Massi. I've been a stylist for over a decade, and I'm sharing this knowledge with you today. So take a second, subscribe, and keep watching to know who these OG trendsetters are. This is a new series that I started, and today I'm going to identify ground zero for red bottom heels, the Kelly bag, and corsets. Let's start with my personal favorite trend, red bottom heels. If you're a loyal and subscribed viewer, you already know why. I have an obsession with Christian Louboutin heels. So look, I'm gonna be a little biased here. If I had the same wealth as Louis XIV in 1624, I would do exactly what he did. 400 years before Christian Louboutin made red heels a thing, they debuted in France and Spain. Louis XIV, the Sun King, he was a French monarch who loved and influenced fashion. Louis's shoes made a range of statements. Now remember, Louis was 5'4", so he had some high heels, and they were covered in silk and brocade and other very, very expensive materials. They were ornately decorated and adorned with rosettes or buckles, and sometimes those were made of cut glass, like insane. His unique addition was to have bright red heels. His heels would be covered in red Morocco leather or painted red, a style which became a hallmark trend throughout the French court. Louis's decorated heels did not stop there though. In addition to his red heels, he also wore his heels that were painted with landscapes and battle scenes and even risque portraits. He wore nudes on his heels. Sorry, mine is just totally blown. That is hilarious and iconic. A king's fashions tend to become a trend, but Louis made red heels even more exclusive when he passed an order, limiting their use to members of the court only. Now, red bottom heels for men were not only fashionable, but they were also a great status symbol. Literally exactly what Christian Louboutin is doing right now, and I'm buying into it every single day. The next trend on my vision board is a Kelly bag. It's not a want, ladies, it's a need. It's a need, because there's no logical reason to spend that much on a bag. But my clients love Hermès as much as I love Louboutin, so who am I to hold them back from their passions, their illogical passions of purchases? My client spending does rub off on me a little bit, I'm not even gonna lie. But we can all point the finger of blame to this iconic bag on the Princess Grace of Monaco, Miss Grace Kelly. Popularized in 1956, Princess Kelly should take most of the credit for its rise in popularity, but some credit should be handed to Alfred Hitchcock and the costume designer Edith Head as well. Hitchcock gave approval for Edith to purchase accessories from Hermès of Paris for the film To Catch a Thief. Oh my God, what a dream. Wait, I do that too. Okay, I digress. This popular purse Edith bought cost $4,000 at the time. Now, in today's dollars, we are looking at a $20,000 bag for a movie. Amazing. Grace Kelly, she not only loved this bag on set, she started wearing it all the time. She made this bag famous when she used it to screen herself against the photographers and the paparazzi after her marriage to Rainer III, Prince of Monaco. No, stop, my Hermès bag. The bag was so popular after that, it just exploded to such an extent that Hermès renamed the bag the Kelly bag in her honor. Now that is a compliment. I'll take that. Name a bag after me any day, any day. The third trend are corsets. These teeny tiny waists have long been the female ideal, but what started it? This is ridiculous. And her name is Empresses. Even her name sounds a little bitchy, a little bitchy witchy. Beauty standards were tough though in 1865 with Miss Sassy Sissy running around with her 19-inch waist. Unbelievable. Empress Sissy was one of the great royal celebrities of her time, renowned for her stunning dresses, her very long hair, and a stringent exercise and diet regimen. It's believed that she suffered from anorexia. Sad, but you know, it did account for her tiny little waist that, I'll repeat, was 19 inches, made even smaller in a corset that offset a trend for extreme waistlines all across Europe. Now, let's fast forward to present day, and we can see that this trend is still present today. Thank you, Edith Head carries on this legendary trend. Edith Head is an iconic burlesque performer. She reduced her waistline to 22 inches through corsetry, and it could be laced all the way down to 16.5 inches. Insane. Also, so is her burlesque show in my hometown of Las Vegas. It really does break my heart that showgirls are no longer part of the Vegas Strip. So thank you to the goddess Edith Head for keeping Vegas's own fashion history alive. Talk about fashion repeating itself, right? If you have any questions or you have a trend and you want to know where it started, comment below. Or you can also reach out to me for a complimentary style consultation through the Calendly link in the description of this video. Now, if you want more, I'll give you more. Go to my Instagram at @StyleMeMassi, and you can also shop my favorite outfits on my Shop My account, which is, you got it, Style Me Massi. It's all Style Me Massi on the socials, guys. But don't forget, you gotta show some love here. Subscribe, stay up to date on all things maximalist style that you'll only find right here. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next outfit.